Hello to my teachers and fellow friends. My name is Chang Bing, and for today's presentation, I'll be presenting my ethical analysis report for the course BSME2023. My focus today is on the ethical dilemma of partial automation in vehicles, more specific, in Tesla vehicles which offer assistant driving that's also known as autopilot. So let's get into the introduction. Tesla. Who is Tesla? Well, Tesla is a company first founded back in 2003 by a group of engineers along with Elon Musk. They specialize in making electrical vehicles, which first introduced the autopilot technology back in 2015. It's also a system designed to reduce driver workload through features like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping, while marketed as a step towards convenience and safety, and later expanded on with full self-driving capabilities. The technology, particularly its marketing and real-world performance, has raised serious eyebrows and ethical concerns regarding the safety of it, the transparency, and public trust of the company. This presentation explores the issues based on my findings. First, the case study summary. Let's quickly summarize the core situations. Between roughly 2018 and 2025, which is present, Tesla Autopilot became both an innovation symbol and a point of controversy. Their system technically requires a supervision since it's an assistant driver. However, terms like autopilot and full self-driving, again, used in marketing led to many consumers believing it offered full autonomy, which it does not. This mismatch of communications contributed to several serious incidents, including fatal crashes where autopilot failed to react appropriately, particularly with stationary objects, and for example, emergency vehicles. These events triggered investigation by bodies like National Highways Traffic Safety Administration, questioning the system's safety and the Tesla communications. Furthermore, performance varied globally due to differing regulations and infrastructure, contrasting with Tesla's uniform marketing claims. This highlighted a fundamental tension between rapid growth of innovations and ethical duty of safety and clear communication by the Tesla. Now, I have identified four main ethical issues with Tesla. Firstly, safety and reliability. Engineers have a duty to ensure systems are safe under real-world conditions. Failure, even a minor one, can be fatal. For example, the crash just now. For Tesla, inadequate reliability risks life, legal actions, and public trust. Second, misleading marketing and communication. Using terms like autopilot and full self-driving misrepresented the system capabilities. This violated ethical engineering principles of honesty and clarity, potentially leading to user misuse the technology based on false assumptions, as you can see in some of the promotion video, which is really bad. Third, over-reliance and driver complacency. The system design deemed sufficiently amount for the human tendency to become complacent with automation. This led to driver disengaging, reducing their ability to intervene quickly when needed, increasing accident risks. And last but not least, transparency and accountability. There was a lack of clear communication regarding the system's clear limitations and risks. Users need to comprehend the information to understand and make safe decisions, and the company needs to take accountability for the technology that it deploys. Moving on to how do we solve the ethical by using ethical frameworks. So, the first one is utilitarianism, which focuses on the outcome and maximizing overall well-being. While autopilot could increase safety, the negative consequences from accidents caused by user overestimation of the technology, including the misleading marketing, likely outweigh the benefit of making the approach ethically questionable. The second one is deontology. It stresses duty and rules. Engineers and Tesla have duty outlined in the codes like ACM and IE codes of ethics, including avoiding harm and being honest and transparent. The marketing terms like autopilot and full self-driving, also known as FSD, arguably violates the duty and honesty by misrepresenting their capabilities. Virtue ethics examines the character and the decision makers. Virtuous engineers and companies should demonstrate responsibility, humility about the technology limits, and diligence in ensuring safety, not prioritizing market hype over clear line of communications and the limitation of the technologies. Based on my findings, I have a few recommendations and action Tesla can take. First, enhanced safety protocol. This involves implementing a far more rigorous testing across a more diverse real-world conditions. Moreover, engaging with independent auditors to verify the safety of their newly built system is very crucial. They should also build a more robust fail-safe system built in the car or vehicle to handle system failures. This is to help prevent any uneventful outcomes in the future. Second, they should revise their marketing and communication strategies. Tesla must use precise language and accurately reflects the Tesla capabilities as just a driver assistance system. Ambitious terms like autopilot or full self-driving should be either replaced or heavily qualified. Be clear and consistent messaging about the limitation across all platforms is very crucial for managing user expectations ethically and to prevent future over-reliance. Now, for the third solution. So, they can improve driver engagement. They can do that and mitigate complacency from drivers by integrating an advanced driver monitoring system. This is to help ensure their attentiveness is always on the roads and not just doing anything else. This system can help alert disengaged drivers like playing their phone or swiping or calling. This should be paired with comprehensive educations and reinforcement that the driver is always responsible when in the road and always. Last and not least, it's not the least, so strengthen transparency and accountability. All this can be usually solved if they just be honest and transparent. Establishing an internal ethics committee involving engineers, ethics, and legal experts can help embed ethical consideration during development. This can help prevent any outcome unforeseen because they implemented the ethics process all throughout the development. Publishing ethics audits and findings explicitly aligning with company policy such as the professional codes of IEEE or ACM Code of Ethics would help build trust and demonstrate accountability by Tesla. Now, for our conclusion. Tesla Autopilot shows the immense potential that advanced automotive technology has, but also serve as a critical case study in ethical challenge that arises. Issue of safety, misleading communications, driver complacency, and lack of transparency undermined its potential and violated a few of the key ethical principles identified through utilitarian, deontology, and vertical ethics framework. This proposed solution, enhancing safety protocols, ensuring honest communications, actively managing driver engagement to prevent any complacency, and fostering transparency, aims to directly address these failings. Ultimately, the Tesla Autopilot stories underscore the absolute necessity of integrating ethical consideration deeply into the development and deployment of such powerful technologies such as autonomous vehicles. Balancing innovation and unwavering ethical responsibility is not just a good practice, it's essential for ensuring public safety and maintain trust as we move further into the era of automation. So that concludes it for my presentation today. So thank you very much. All references are in the documentation and report. Read that. Bye bye.